Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick announcement, so go ahead and follow me on patreon.com/bow-and-arrow-tarot to be part of the draw for the Dreams of Gaio Tarot deck giveaway. This deck is going to be given away on August 15th by a random draw of all of my patrons over on Patreon. And all I ask for is just $1 a month donation from you all on that site to help me be able to get more of these tarot decks and oracle decks and do more unboxings and reviews and giveaways. All right. But for right now, thank you so much, and on to the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the sign of Virgo. All right, my lovely Virgos, earth signs, we're going to get right into it and pull out your 3 romance angel messages for the week. See what the angels have to say to you. We've got straight out the gate, give your relationship a chance. All right, beautiful. We have worth waiting for. Okay, so certainly give a relationship a chance if it's worth waiting for. Now, you may resonate with all or some of these. Engagement. Your love life is it's ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right, so these are the 3 messages for Virgos this week for the romance angels. All right, and so now we're going to get right into... Oh, wait, before we do our spreads, let's pull out your spirit animals. This is a portion that I've added to the format of the weeklies, just so we can get a look at what kind of individuals or elements, basically, that you'll be dealing with this week. Now, you may resonate with some or all of these spirit animals, or they may represent or describe someone that you are dealing with this week or that you are involved with. Whatever the case may be, give us a little bit more insight into the main characters. All right. Frog energy. I love this. I love the frog. He pops out quite often in my readings. All right, frog, water energy, of course, right? Healer, brings healing, purification. Beautiful energy. The great rainmaker, right, is the frog. Then we have whale energy, beautiful also, very deep water energy. This came out, I believe it was for, I want to say Cancer or Leo. I have to check my log. And then we have also starfish. Now, starfish came out in one of the divine feminine, divine masculine readings. It's not one of the spirit animals that actually comes out often. There's some spirit animals that just very rarely come up. And starfish is one of them. So let's just go over very quickly. You have 3 water signs, 3 water elements, or 3 water elemental animal spirits. It's quite interesting, right? Virgo being an earth sign. So, of course, earth and water are compatible. And Virgo, I believe is your opposite Pisces, I want to say. But in any case, we have frog energy. Frog energy brings with it the rain, the purification, the water, all the time with the water. Even though the frog is a very earthly animal, it constantly brings rain. It lives in the rain. It survives only in the rain. However, the frog sometimes can get very exhausted from all of the healing that it brings to people's lives. Oftentimes, the frog is the one itself who may need some healing, who may need some purification as a result of all of the work, the frog energy, spirit animal energy works for others, works to heal others, right? And of course, after a while, that energy can get tapped, right? Now, whale energy is interesting. Whale, of course, being also a water elemental. Okay, for those of you, that upside down triangle is the alchemical symbol for water. Whales go very deep into the water, right? Deep into the oceans, to the very bottoms of the ocean floors, right? And so the whale has a very deep wisdom, a deep understanding for spirituality. There's a strength there with the whale, okay? As with all water elementals, there is a spiritual strength there. The whale can take a lot, right? The whale is a good partner to have when you're going through a lot of self-realization, or you're going through very difficult times that are difficult spiritually or emotionally. The whale is very strong in that way, very supportive to have around. The wisdom of the whale is long and deep and old, right? Because it's one of those old creatures that's been around since, the beginning almost, right? Very, very ancient creature, the whale. And so there's also a profound peace that comes, this understanding, this peace. The whale has seen everything, been around a lot of different terrain, difficult times, emotional times. And so the whale is very strong, it's very stable. To a degree that is unmatched in a way than by any other animal in the animal spirit deck. Because of the ability of the whale to really go all the way deep to the core of things, right? So the whale's not afraid of difficult times or challenging times, right? The whale isn't afraid, right? Also, it brings with it a sense of courage, really, when tackling these types of issues that can be very difficult. Now we get to the starfish. The starfish is quite interesting because the starfish is really, for a water elemental animal, it's a very shallow, it's a shallow animal, right? And of course, like all waters, there's shallow waters and there's deep waters, right? Well, the starfish is the one that's very shallow. Okay, it loves to live in the shallow waters. It's beautiful, it's alluring, but that's where it ends, right? So the starfish is really all about kind of that superficial beauty. It's beautiful, it's exquisite, it's mesmerizing, but it is still superficial, right? And so being around the starfish, it's like being around a famous person, a very pretty person, as you would say, right? So, and it's like being around, someone who has starfish energy. It's like being around a star, literally. It can be very mesmerizing. However, again, this starfish pretty much relies on its looks. It relies on that ability to mesmerize you with its looks, and nothing further, nothing deeper. It very much talks about, worrying about how people see you, how you're perceived by others, and not really going much deeper than that. And so that's, this is an energy that you want to take care of, in terms of watching out that it doesn't take over your life, especially if you are already in the spotlight or you're already a very attractive person. Anyway, people with starfish energy, tend to rely on those looks, right? And the problem is that they then forget their deeper calling in life, right? So the starfish kind of reminds you to wake up to something deeper. Remind yourself of what your deeper calling is. Being beautiful is a blessing. Being alluring and magnetic, it can be a blessing to bring in good opportunities and abundance, but it can't just stop there, right? All right, so now we have these three very different, very interesting water elementals on the deck. We're going to get right into your readings and see what the various outlooks are for our beautiful Virgos this week. And this is outlooks in life, love, career, right? Whatever the case may be. We're going to take a look right now. All right, Virgo, let's get your cards moved up a little bit here. All right, and we've got out the gate, Five of Swords, Two of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so you're feeling very much, right now you're feeling very much like you're in the middle of a power struggle. Five of Swords is all about a power struggle. right? It talks about arguing, talking about the type of power struggle you have with someone who, when they want to win at all costs, they're willing to cheat, they're willing to lie. You can see the characters here walking away in disgust because they know it's not a fair fight. They don't even want to engage with the swordsman anymore because they're just like, ugh, why bother? And so you're feeling very much like that at the moment, okay? It's certainly, this could be something that's going on at work, right? On the job, or it could be going on with your friends, but I do believe this is something to do with your abundance, your livelihood, your profession, or your career. Could be that you're just at odds with people at work, and you're finding that the environment that you're in right now is really not conducive to what you want in life, right? And so you've come to the decision of a Two of Wands, which is like you're deciding now to move forward with something else completely. You want to move away from this Five of Swords, I think, and you're trying to perhaps move forward with your own idea, with something different. I think you want to step out of this environment altogether, right? I get the impression that some of you who are resonating with this particular spread, you may be, excuse me, you may be in like a 9-to-5 scenario, but what you really want is something completely different. You may be trying to step out and do something totally different, like your own business, or a different type of business, a different type of career, right? You're just kind of fed up with the pettiness of where you're at, right? And what happens is there's an opportunity that comes into you this week. Someone has a message, or I want to say a conversation for you with that Knight of Pentacles, and it gives you the idea that, oh, well, you know, I can really do this, and I think that you're going to springboard from that. But this will happen this week for some of you who are resonating with this. Certainly, like I said, if you're fed up with where you're at and you're ready to kind of sow those seeds in terms of following your true dreams, this opportunity comes in for you this week. And it seems as though the timing is probably almost perfect, because it's like, it's one of those things, like everything at work is coming to a head, and this opportunity couldn't come any sooner, or too soon, right? Ten of Pentacles, we have Magician, and King of Pentacles. Okay, so more money. Some of you are coming to the end of a particular stage in life that's been very fruitful. You've been happy. But you're about to springboard out of that stage of your life into something now completely different. And I want to say maybe not so completely different, but in a different stratosphere, right? Because here with the Ten of Pentacles, you do have a certain amount of abundance and happiness. But right now, things seem to be coming to you very, very easily. You seem to be manifesting a lot of beautiful opportunities very easily right now, just with the skills that you have as you identify with the Magician. But the King of Pentacles, who is the great benefactor, right? The king of real abundance and affluence, comes in. He comes into you, and I feel like this is going to be someone that you meet that is going to take you from this level of abundance to a stratospheric level of abundance. This could very well involve fame, to a certain degree, with that starfish energy. Just be careful, like I said, with starfish energy, to remember your deeper purpose, right? So, like I said, for some of you, this may be coming very easily. The springboard may be coming very easily to you, since you are embodying the Magician. It is a lot like starfish in the sense that, you know, if you're beautiful, you have certain skills, like certain innate skills, right? For you, it feels like you're not doing very much, but everyone else around you, you're having a pretty significant impact, to the degree that this King of Pentacles comes in and is like, hey, you know, I want to make you a real star. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to do this or that for you. You have this great potential. And this week, you find out about all of that. Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and 8, Major Arcana, Strength. So, 2 8s with the Knight in the middle. Interesting. 8 is the number for boundaries, weaknesses, and strengths. 8 is the number for putting in restrictions, right? Disciplining yourself, right? We have strength here. It's all about discipline, disciplining your lower emotions, right? But you come in the week, and the week starts off extremely chaotic, right? 8 of Wands is a lot of chaos. It's like a lot of messages coming in. Everybody's got their 2 cents they want to give you, right? And you're just feeling very chaotic at the beginning of the week, and you're kind of like trying to sift through all of that. Knight of Swords comes in. It could be this is a friend or a lover. I want to say it's a good friend of yours, perhaps. But this person is coming in to help you, right? You have a friend who's going to come in to help you see through all of this that's coming, all of this chaos that's coming in, to sort of get some order in it all, or to at least tease out some order in it all, right? And you realize that what you have to do is exercise certainly a bit more strength, a bit more boundaries. You have to learn to put some boundaries in. And this conversation happens this week with somebody who's definitely got a lot of air quality in them. I believe this is someone who's like a good friend of yours who probably comes to the rescue with you a lot, right? This is the type of friend that you can count on when you need them to talk emotionally, right? When you're feeling down or when you're feeling overwhelmed, Virgo. But this week starts off very much like that. You call on them and you realize that there's certain things you're going to have to do to stop this from happening again and again, right? That person could certainly be embodying whale energy as well, in terms of the wisdom and the strength to help you through a certain scenario, right? So 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and 3 of Swords. So some of you have been juggling 2 scenarios. You've been juggling 2 situations. And this week, I'm sorry to say, it just seems like somebody's going to have their heart broken as a result of it, right? Perhaps either you or somebody else has not been very honest. But somewhere along the line, I feel like you, Virgo, you've been trying your best in a way. It could be that you've been juggling 2 scenarios because your lover has been letting you down. The person you're with has been letting you down, or perhaps they haven't been stepping to the table. I almost imagine in this scenario, like some of you who are involved with somebody, perhaps that person hasn't been working, but they say they've been going out working, right? And here you are juggling your life and their life, trying to keep everything floating. And then you find out this week that, in fact, not only have they not been looking for work, but instead they've been out screwing somebody or messing around on you. And you feel like, what? You know what I mean? And this all kind of comes out, I think, or parts of it come out certainly this week. And for some of you, I want to say that Queen of Pentacles is there for you. I want to say this Queen of Pentacles is somebody like a family member or a friend who shows you that, hang on a second, you'd be better off on your own instead of trying to juggle this individual that's keeping you up and down and up and down, and now this person is breaking your heart and costing you money. It's time for you to get into your, to get into your own zone and take care of your own coin and drop this individual, because you juggling is taking your focus away from what you should be doing for yourself. I think this Queen of Pentacles individual comes in to remind you that you're the one who needs nurturing. You're the one who has to do, nobody else is going to do for you. The Queen comes from nothing, and she's worked her way up through blood, sweat, and tears. So she understands what it's like to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, to start over. She started over many, many times, right? To become the queen, it's not just one lesson. It's many, 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 many lessons, right? And then you finally get to embody the queen energy, right? Because you've learned it. And she's passing these lessons on to you this week. I really feel like this is certainly a mother or an auntie or some kind of very strong feminine presence in your life that is there to heal you in the way like the whale. Right, whale energy, maybe coming in even with frog, like frog energy. Now, we know the Pentacles is Earth, okay? I'm not even going to go through listing the 3 Earth signs that this Queen of Pentacles could possibly be, because we know that already. But we have 3 water elements on the deck. So even though this person may indeed be an Earth sign, they could have a lot of water in their chart, or just have a lot of water energy, because they're bringing in a lot of healing. All right, and so another reason why I don't bother with the zodiac signs in terms of the court cards, because they can be so misleading. All right, next spread, Page of Cups, we have King of Wands, and we have Devil energy. All right, interesting. So Page of Pentacles comes in talking about perhaps an offer of business, offering a business agreement, maybe a conversation about money, a job offer, a promotion, whatever the case may be. Certainly something to do with your career, right? But interestingly enough, you have King of Wands here. It's almost like King of Wands is standing in your way. Okay, I don't know who this King of Wands is. This could be you. This could be your, I want to say your relationship, your lover, your partner. But it's almost like this King of Wands is looking at the opportunity and they're like, you know, I don't want you to take that. I feel like this person is certainly somebody in your life. They don't necessarily want you to take this opportunity. I don't think they trust the opportunity. I think they believe the opportunity is being presented as something good, but will lead you down a very difficult track or very dangerous track with this devil energy. Remember, the devil is not evil. The devil is energy is actually, you know, this is associated with Capricorn. Okay, so devil energy is all about creation. It's creative, that creative impulse, that kundalini energy, that fire, that passion, that you know, and its ultimate, most beautiful expression involves sex and making babies, right? I mean, you know, what could, you know, that's not evil. That's the most beautiful exaltation of that energy. Now, what happens though is that when we don't focus our creative energy, our passions, with a mind towards a spiritual goal, or at least, you know, connected to the spirit in some way, what happens is you become enslaved to your passions, your addictions. You become a slave to instant gratification. And therein lies what we will call the archetypal evil energy, because ultimately when you become a slave to your desires and a slave to your passions, that's when we find addiction, and that's when we find your energy becoming distorted, and that's when we start to go down all of those horrible roads that we all know about, okay? And so people tend to say, well, the devil got in him. No, the devil didn't necessarily get in him. The devil is always there in a sense, right? It's just, what do we do with that energy? Right? Are we connecting it to the spirit or not? Now, your King of Wands is very worried about this opportunity coming in for you, and you may talk about it this week. You may argue about it even this week. You may not even know, though, about it. This could be an opportunity that comes, and this King of Wands is kind of standing in your way, or you find. But in any case, all of this does eventually come out this week for you, and I think this is more a case of having a conversation with your person. We have Justice, Star Energy, and the Empress. So this is the last spread for this reading. Justice, some of you are waiting for a decision to come in, and you're hoping, wishing and hoping that this decision comes in your favor. Okay, you've been kind of like, a lot of things in your life have maybe been put on hold. Okay, now, whatever this justice or this decision or this, you know, balancing of the scales that comes in, I think it does come into your favor, and I think your wishes in a way are fulfilled or are granted, and you very much come out of this blossoming as the Empress. This could be a divorce or separation, that you're waiting for the final paperwork to come in, because when you come out of it and it comes in your favor, right? You just embody this beautiful nurturing energy. Empress is all about nurturing yourself, nurturing others. But oftentimes the Empress is about love of self, right? Making sure that you are happy, healthy, that your body is taken care of, your mind is taken care of, and your soul is taken care of. That's the Holy Trinity, mind, body, and soul, right? You know, for some of you, you may have been on hold for some time. You may have been in a very difficult situation that now is coming to a head, finally, and your hopes are fulfilled. Your hopes and your wishes are fulfilled to a certain degree, and you go right back, or at least you go into this new stage of feeling beautiful again, maybe feeling free again, right? This is why I wonder if this isn't a divorce or a separation officially that's coming through this week, where you're going to get the notification of that, right? Because it's definitely this feeling of freedom finally, this feeling of being able to be who you are, and it's certainly a wish fulfillment for you for quite some time. All right? All right, my Virgos, my lovely earth signs, I am going to call it. This is your weekly forecast for love, life, and career. Yeah, if this resonated with you, if any of these resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Give me the story down in the comments. Sound off. Tell us what you're going through, how this resonated for you. Tell me how, for my regulars and my subscribers who are used to the different formats, let me know if you enjoyed this spread for the week. And for now, I'm just going to tell you, as I always do, Virgo, I love you very much. You have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.